Have you been binge watching Building the Band? Well, I tried not to, but I've watched all 7 and I've got a lot to say. And this is my first episode. It's going to be called Watch, React, and Reflect, Building the Band. You don't want to miss an episode. I already have 4 recorded. They'll be coming soon. So here we go. Hey, I'm Lauren. If you are not familiar with me, I have just rebranded my channel to Harmony is Healing. I am a Backstreet Boys big time fan. They helped me with overcoming my depression. I am a AJ fan. I had to catch this. My YouTube channel last year, I made a video on Liam Payne. So I had to follow up on this Netflix series when it came out. And that's what I'm doing now. And I hope that you enjoy. Watch, react, and reflect. Okay. My first reaction, I couldn't believe it. I watched AJ speak about Liam Payne, and AJ was so serious looking in his tribute to Liam Payne that my heart broke. And I couldn't go any farther. I had to take a break. I had to digest that.
I just woke up. I put on Netflix just so that I could see Building the Band so it would be available to me for whenever I wanted to go back to Netflix. I know I look like shit. My heart aches. I saw AJ speaking, making the tribute to Liam Payne. I know this is a Love Is Blind meets Building the Band, but my heart just aches. I absolutely plan on making this YouTube video. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about it. All I know is right now, I will move forward with this, but now it's time to take a deep breath.
I think it was 2 days later I came back and I watched the 2 episodes plus the beginning of the 3rd. But the opening, my heart was killing me. Here are my thoughts on this Netflix series that I was really looking forward to. So by the advertisement, I knew that it was a Love Is Blind meets creating your own band. So I knew what Love Is Blind was. You were in cubicles and you talked to each other, so on and so forth. So the thing is these members don't see each other. They only listen to what they're singing when they're performing, and then they have conversations with the members, whoever you liked. I thought it was great with everybody interacting and finding out, well, what kind of band do you want? And they all have different genres that they prefer to sing, and that makes a nice variety. I was disappointed when, I believe it was Kevin, he got 2 likes, and then when all the other contestants saw him, they were like, oh, he would really be a good boy band member by his looks. He sang Justin Timberlake's song, Selfish. I felt bad. I felt bad. But all of them are really good singers. They all are. Oh my gosh, one thing right off the bat that I could not stand is, why do they have to use the word likes? Why did AJ have to use the word likes? Like, likes is like, oh yeah, you got 20 likes. You got 16 likes. Connor, he only got 5 likes and he just made it. He only needed 5 likes. Aaliyah, she got 28. So what does that mean? It's like a popularity contest. And then that makes me think about myself. And I'm like, well, if anything, I would not be one of those likes. Even if I could sing, I don't think I would be one of those likes. Or maybe I would be, but I've always been the last one picked in gym class. So how can you, like, talk about likes? Why did the show have to choose the word likes? Likes means, like, subscribers, like, followers, like, I was offended. I was just totally offended because I was never the popular one. I just never had, and even as an adult, feel like I fit in. And the same thing goes with my YouTube channel and this podcast. It's like, well, people probably don't like me. You know, that's probably why I don't have that many subscribers. Or, you know, yeah, I just started my podcast, but I haven't gotten that many downloads. I understand, you know, it's a process and everything. But still, this YouTube channel that I've had for almost 2 years come October, it's like, well, I haven't even hit the 1,000 subscribers. And you know what? All it was me not being on camera. People love my playlists. People don't love me. And I didn't like how AJ was so quick to tell them they made it or they didn't make it. There was no suspense. There was no suspense. You see it on American Idol. You know, I just watched Bailey on American Idol. There's that suspense when watching The Masked Singer. There's no suspense with AJ. Yo, you know I'm a Backstreet Boys fan. I love AJ. I think he has the best voice of the group. But he's doing something totally different. And he's being a host. So, love you, AJ. So those are some things that I didn't like. I did like that we got to hear all the different stories by different members, and everybody had a different story. This first band that was created, each had a personal story. Something that they had to face, a challenge in their life. And that is what makes this my first episode, because this connects music, building a band. You don't even see each other at first, to mental health. So when the first band was created, I very much connected with all 4 of those members. They were Donzel, Aaliyah, Cameron, and Katie. They all come from backgrounds that have some challenges in them. That's what my life has been. I've faced challenges from childhood with not even talking, to my epilepsy, to getting my car, to getting a job, to losing a job. The same thing with my social work degree and my field placement. Everything's a challenge in my life. So, right off the bat, yeah, I watched all episodes up to the 6 bands being complete. But, man, I mean, with Donzel, he said that, like, he didn't have a father figure in his life, and, like, his father went to jail, and, like, he was always going to be a failure growing up, and he thought, like, he was quiet and didn't really talk much. And Aaliyah, she, like, mom went through breast cancer, and she started, like, stopped singing, and that was a challenge that she faced. And then we have Cameron, who everybody thought was, like, a girl. But Donzel was, like, questioning it too. Is that a girl or is that a guy? And in the end, he said he thought it was a guy. But there were so many contestants that thought that Cameron was a girl. And so he has always felt like he's been misgendered and always like the oddball. Like, I have always felt like the oddball out. And, you know, he has a higher range voice. So that's something that he has faced all his life. And then there's Katie, who is a plus size woman who's 6 feet tall, and, like, she's saying, like, who would want somebody like her, the way that she looks, to be in a band with her based on what she looks like. And so she's really happy that this is like a, you know, you don't have to see the person. Specifically when it came to Katie and just how things are in life, in society, it's like, oh yeah, she would not get chosen to be in some hot band by the way that she looks. I mean, the same thing goes with getting jobs. I mean, think about your age. Hey, I like watching Matlock. with Kathy Bates. And it's like, when she is an exception, but somebody that is in their 70s, what's the likelihood that they're going to get a job that they're very capable of versus somebody who's 40 and has all the same knowledge? They're going to be ignored. So it's like, this is what I like about this Love is Blind theme, is that nobody is visually being judged. And that's what today's society is. We all judge people before we get to know them. And in this situation with this band, they have a common bond. And that common bond is the different challenges that they have faced in their life. And they can lean on each other for support. I like them. I think they did a great job in performing together. They only had an hour. So I thought that was really cool. How can I compare all these competitions that are music related? There's comparisons. So they had an hour. I'm like, oh my God, how could they have thrown this all together within an hour? That's nuts. In this society, people are judged way too much. And so with that in mind, I like that all 4 members did not judge each other when they walked out with excitement. And they got to see each other, they sang, they were so happy, and they were giving each other hugs. That's awesome. You know what? If I was in that group, I can't sing. But if I was in that group, there's no judgment there. There's no judgment. So that's what I like about this first band creation. I hope that they do well. So this is basically what I took away from band number 1, we'll just call it. Episode 1 into episode 2. Everybody was basically, unseen and communicating, getting to know each other personally, as well as, vocally, what their interests were, what type of band they wanted, what kind of genres they enjoyed. And also, with these bands, they were also looking for, a brotherhood or a sisterhood. And that is the main thing that I thought was true. Is basically they are looking to find some other members that they can lean on. It's not just about band number 1. It's actually about everybody. But basically in episode 1 to 2, it was the first band being built. The mixed group. Season 4. That's what they're called. So that's my takeaway. And what did you think about AJ's tribute to Liam Payne? Did you take it as hard as I did? And what are your thoughts on this opening episode of building the band and how everything was put together? Like I said, likes and just the communication behind the sound booths and everything, and then smacking the button when they like somebody or smacking the button when they created the band. What were your thoughts on this brand new show? I kind of like the idea, since they are not visually seen and judged, only vocally. Would a band really pick Katie up? Really? Because no one should be judged. But in this society, people are judged all the time. Has anybody else felt or been in the same type of situations that these 4 members have been in? We're talking about Donzel, Aaliyah, Cameron, and Katie. Maybe not the same type of story, but I just shared with you things that have gone on in my life and how I feel. I would be part of that group. I can't sing, but I would be part of that group because we all have had challenging experiences that make us a strong bond, be it friendship or being in a band. I connect with them all. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more future episodes as I continue with building the band. I've recorded 3 episodes so far, 4 episodes, excuse me, all the way to, well, episode 7. They need editing, but I've gone as far as that so far. So each time I am working on this, I've watched more, because it's like I tried not binge watching, but then I still end up watching more. Actually, it also has helped me out with remembering people's names as well. So if this story resonated with you, you should check out my podcast, Harmony is Healing. And in that podcast, you will find my overcoming my depression and how the Backstreet Boys helped me, my 3 playlists, as well as my trailer and 3 podcast episodes that I've created. That very much relates to this specific story, in this being my first episode on building the band. So check it out. And also, I do have a Facebook group that you could join if you are interested in my podcast and journaling. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. I know the next episode will not come out before the final 3 episodes, but I'll see you soon, and I definitely do have more to say. I got my thoughts, and I want to share them with you. May not like everything I have to say, but guys, hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next episode of Watch, React, and Reflect, Building the Band.